Big guy here, giving you some big guy life advice. A lot of the stuff I speak on comes from personal experience, and today I'm going to talk about getting over depression. First thing about depression, it sucks. Especially for men. We're not supposed to talk about this stuff. We're not supposed to feel feelings, but man, we get depressed and we get depressed real easy. A lot easier than people think. But the first thing about depression you got to realize, sometimes it's normal. Sometimes you're going to feel down from time to time. Back in the day, they called it melancholy. And what they do is they just get away from everything for a minute and just forget about stuff and relax. So yeah, sometimes if you're depressed, that's okay. Just take a day or two to yourself. But if you're watching this, chances are you already took several days to yourself and you ain't too happy with life. And I guess that's why you're watching this. Alright, so first thing you got to do. Number one, the most important thing to do with depression is to do anything. Get out of bed, get off the couch, get up, do something, anything. You have to get out and do something because it's that first step, it's the hardest and it's the most important. Once you start doing it, you will find it's easier to start doing things. So no matter what type of advice you get, whatever you do, you have to get out and do something. That first step is the most important. I don't care what it is, you just got to do something. But what I recommend doing first, what the big guy recommends doing first, what I do when I start feeling down. First thing I do, I start cleaning. That's right. Start picking my place up, folding my clothes up, washing all my clothes, doing my dishes, doing laundry, cleaning everything, dusting everything, sweeping the floors, mopping the floors, vacuuming the floors. Make sure everything smells good. Because trust me, when you come home from work and your place looks good and smells good, you feel a little better about yourself, feel a little better about life. When you come home from work, your place is a mess and smells, it makes you feel worse about yourself. So trust me, the first thing you got to do is clean. Clean your car out. Make sure your car is nice. Just take pride in being you. You're the only you. This is the only life you're going to have that you know of. So take some pride in it. Clean it up a little bit. Maybe you can do better. Maybe you should have done better in life. Maybe you should have better business. But right now, this is what you're at. This is what you have. This is the point in life you're at. Take pride in it and make the best of it. Second thing you got to do, you got to eat better. Everybody can afford to lose a little weight, and I promise you feel better if you did lose weight, but dieting comes later. Dieting takes some months, if not years. It's a lifestyle change. And I'm not talking about that right now. I'm talking about eating better. Eating, if you want to be a man, eat like a man. You want to feel like a man, you got to eat like a man. So my advice, go eat you a steak. Go eat you a fully loaded baked potato. I promise you, if you start eating good quality food like that, you will feel better. If you're eating junk fast food, cut the fast food out. Fast food, if you eat like crap, you're going to feel like crap. And there's absolutely no one that will tell you that fast food is good food. Good quality food. Some of it might taste good. Yeah, it can be convenient. But if you're already feeling bad, start eating better, man. Start scrambling you some eggs in the morning. Go grill you a steak. I promise you, nothing makes me feel better as a man than eating a good grilled steak. Oh my God. Whew, highly recommend that. You will feel much better the next day. Which brings next point. You got to sleep good too. If you ain't getting enough sleep, you're going to feel bad. And I recommend 8 to 10 hours. The most important reason, yeah, your body and mind need time to reset, but a lot of guys, as a man, we need testosterone. And testosterone production occurs between 6 and 8 hours of sleep at nighttime. And if you're not getting good quality sleep to where you hit that 6 to 8 hour mark, you're not producing testosterone. You're going to feel bad. Look up the side effects of testosterone, then look up the side effects of depression in men, and you will find they are the exact same. So, yeah. Oh, another cool thing about testosterone, requires some good, healthy, fatty foods. It's like steak to produce it. So, yeah, eat you a good steak, get you a good night's rest, do this a few nights in a row, and by that fourth or fifth day, you will feel great. Oh, there's also one more fun little indicator of if you're producing good testosterone or not. If you wake up with that good, strong morning wood, yeah, you're producing testosterone. And if you have problems going to sleep, cut caffeine out. No caffeine after lunch. Help you sleep a lot. Especially cut back on those 5-hour energies. Don't drink a lot of coffee. I mean, caffeine can stay in your system for a long time. So do your research on that. But trust me on this. Cut back on it. You'll sleep better. You'll start producing testosterone. You'll feel better. So now that you got your place clean, you're eating good, you're sleeping good. Next thing I recommend is working out. You know, we evolved from being hunter-gatherers. We are designed to be way more physical than the lives we have now let us be. You need to work out. Just period. Everybody needs to work out. Need to go to the gym at least 3 days a week. And when I say go to the gym, I mean it has to be your top priority. Let's say you get off work at 5. You have to make up in your mind that when you leave work, you go straight to the gym. I don't care if the finest girl out there calls you, hey, want to come over? No, I got to go to the gym. Then we can come over. You have to make it a priority. You have to go at least 3 days a week. I recommend full body workout starting out. Just the 4 simple stuff. Bench press, squats, deadlifts, and pull-ups. That will work out your entire body. And you'll feel better. But most importantly, I mean, if you do this in 3 months, everybody's going to tell the difference. And there's other videos I'm going to do, especially on what makes a man attractive. And I promise you that as a man, if you look like you can bench press 250 to 300 pounds versus a skinny guy that looks like he can't bench press 100 pounds, you're going to look way more attractive regardless if you're 20 pounds overweight or not. So start working out. There's a lot more benefits behind it than just getting over depression. I'll elaborate on that in another video. So, the next 2 things you got to do is goals and hobbies. They're kind of flip-flop. They both relate to each other, but I'd recommend hobbies. If you just work, it makes you a boring person. If you just work and go out to drink, you're a very boring person. You need to have things in life that make you interesting, things that make you want to live life. I.e. hobbies. I mean, it could be simple stuff like fishing, hunting, riding motorcycles. One of my first hobbies, riding motorcycles. I got into riding motorcycles and it kind of opened my life up. I mean, it gave me a reason to do something. It gave me a reason to travel here, travel there. It made me more interesting because I can talk to people. It's like, hey, have you been to this place? Let me tell you the history of this place. Not to mention, it made it easier for dating because it's like, hey, I'm going to this place Saturday. You want to ride with me? I mean, you need hobbies. Now, a lot of people say, you got to find your passion in life and, make that your life purpose, make money. If you can do that, cool. But most people, you find a job that funds the lifestyle you want. And, I mean, when you're doing this, you got to think about when you were a kid. What did you like doing when you were a kid? Did you like building stuff? I mean, start making a wood shop. Did you always want to go hunting, fishing, ride motorcycles? Did you want to sing in a band? Do you want to play guitar? Now's the time to do that. And honestly, with all the technology we have, it's the easiest time in the world to learn how to do things like that. There are so much information on how to do things. And there's no reason for you not to do something. But I am telling you that no matter what your age, what your situation, you can start dreaming about the life you want. And you can go after it and get it. There's no reason why you can't. But you got to take that first step and you got to start doing things. So yeah, you got to have hobbies. And it's just whatever you thought about doing as a kid that you thought was cool that you wanted to do as an adult, start doing it. If you want to go rock climbing, do it. Rafting, kayaking, hiking. You got to do several things and just try it, and you might not like it, and that's cool. Just move on to the next thing. At least you tried and you know it. That's the whole purpose of it. And once you get through your hobbies, you got to have goals. That's actually what a life purpose is. Kind of goals and life purpose are kind of, people think life purpose has to be some grand scheme. I got to stop world hunger. Oh, Jesus Christ, turn back on. There we go. Screen died on me. My bad. I've been talking too long. Wasn't playing the screen. So, you gotta. A goal can be something simple. I want to save up $100 next week. I want to lose 10 pounds in 3 weeks. And you gotta, writing it down helps for accountability. So when you wake up, you look at it, it's like, hey, I got a goal to lose 10 pounds. I guess I better not eat fries and maybe just eat the meat. Maybe I should drink water. And whatever goal you set, you gotta really try and go after it. It could be you want to make 100 grand next year, 200 grand next year. You gotta write the goal down, then figure out ways to do it. Then you have to go after it. Next thing, once you have your hobbies and goals down, you need friends. I mean, family works too. The one thing I hated when I was depressed is I felt alone. I mean, I can go walk in a park and there could be hundreds of people around me. No one's going to talk to me. Maybe because I'm big and scary. I don't know. But it's like the whole time walking this park, I'm thinking, man, it's like in the palm of my hand, I have a device. Like this guy right here, I have this device that makes us more connected than we have ever been throughout human history. And yet here I am, I feel way more isolated than any human ever has in history. I probably felt more alone than a guy stranded on a desert island by himself. But the easiest way to make friends? Through your hobbies. Yeah, it's kind of scary doing things on your own, but I promise you, once you start branching out, you will meet your people. And by your people, people that have similar interests in you, and you find them through hobbies. Go join a boxing gym. If you like boxing, you'll find people like boxing, and they'll probably be like, hey man, let's go get a drink afterwards. If not, you can do that. Just be honest, like, hey man, I'm just trying to meet new people. You want to get a drink? Most people want to be friendly, but for some reason in today's society, we have been conditioned to not seek that out. A lot of people are way too insecure to ask other people out just to hang out. Especially guys. I don't know why it's weird, but it's what we've come to. And if no one's inviting you out, you have to be the one to invite people out. Especially me. I was an introvert. Still am. I'm an extroverted introvert. I don't like talking to people unless spoken to. But I've learned to get over it. I have successfully invited people out, organized events. It's what you got to do. You got to take charge of your life. It's your life. You have to take charge of it and do it. No one's going to give you the life you want. You have to go out there and get the life you want. And that's the thing. You got to dream about the life you want. You have to think about what type of people you want in your life. And you have to go out there and find it and make it happen. So, finally, there's one thing I got down here is finances. The last thing. I mean, that's just common sense stuff. Don't get in debt up to your eyeballs. Save some money. Have some money to play with. I mean, it sucks when 80% of your paycheck's earmarked towards bills and other stuff, and you got 20% to live on and 0% to have fun with. So you got to handle your finances. You got to figure out, pick up a second job. If you're getting a second job, pick a fun job. When I had a second job, I was a bouncer. It's fun. It got me to meet people. Highly recommend it if you got the size for it. It can be a boring job, but it's socially a great job. But yeah, you got to get your finances in order. And it's just simple common sense stuff. Stop eating out, which goes to eating better. Stop wasting money. You can get rid of stuff you don't need. If you have a $200 cell phone bill, why need such a high cell phone bill? Drop it down to $80. There's cheaper plans out there. If you find yourself stuck at home a lot and you don't need internet for school or for work, cancel your internet, cancel your TV. It will force you to get out of the house and do other things. I did that. My biggest problem was I played video games as a teenager. I'd sit at the computer 18 hours a day. I'd fall asleep with a laptop in the bed and wake up and start playing. You know how I got over it? I got rid of internet. You know what else? I was bored out of my mind for the first year. Jesus Christ. I would just sit there. What do I do now? I can't play games. I got out of the house and I did things. So yeah, if you're addicted to television or video games, my advice, get rid of that stuff. It's going to suck at first, but I promise you, when you start branching out, your life will be way better. And I had a whole little 10 list thing here. Well, I actually had 9 lists, and the 10th one I forgot to add. I'm going to throw it on there right now. Religion helps. I mean, I'm a Christian, but you got to make sense of this crazy life. And you can go to church or whatever type of religion is near you. My advice, go seek your God out for yourself. You will find him. I promise you. And life's a lot easier when you have some faith and can make sense of it all. And if you don't believe in this stuff, in any type of religion, if you're atheist, I mean, that's cool, I get that, but try and have a little bit of open mind. Go talk to some people, seek some other stuff out. I mean, I ain't trying to force it on you. I'm saying there is more to life than this. So yeah, to recap, you got to clean your place up. You got to start eating better. You got to get some sleep. Definitely got to start working out. You got to have your goals. Got to have your hobbies. You got to start pursuing both of those. You're going to need some friends and family. You got to get your finances in order. And you need to find some religion. Got any questions, feel free to hit me up. That's the big guy life advice on how to get over depression in a nutshell.